We got Eddie Worski and PPP who are about to show another asshole. His name's YellowFlash.
Yeah.
What made EVS not like you? What was the thing?
I didn't want to talk to him anymore. Well, I just one day, like I was really contemplating it. Like, why do I hang out with this fucking guy? He's bad for business.
Yeah.
Bad for business. Like he would come on my stream sometimes and start shitting on Nerdrotic and calling FNT zeros. It's like I'm cool with these people.
Yeah. I like.
And then I have to sweep it up when it's done and say, listen, I have to DM these guys and say, listen, he ran his mouth. I'm not cool with that. Like I would have to constantly sweep up his bullshit.
Oh,
I'm tired of it. It's not worth having him around. He's literally bad for business. He's constantly shit talking people.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be around someone like that. And then when he turned on Eric like he did, that was it. I don't have any problems with Eric July. I think Eric July is doing what he should have fucking done with Comicsgate.
All right, so that is YellowFlash explaining what happened between
there's a
me
couple
and
of,
him.
There's a couple of things there I want to talk about.
Okay.
Well, first, like, were you bad for business when he was asking you to do a cover?
No.
Was he wanting to talk to you when he was asking you to do a
Well, hold on a second. What is YellowFlash's business? Let's just be clear about this.
Shit about any franchise that's relevant that day. So, like, you could say, well, I don't like YellowFlash. YellowFlash is bad for business because he's shit talking whatever he shit talks on his channel. You shit talk. There's people you don't get along with. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Maybe that was bad for business, but then you might as well just say, I'm just hoping that, Friday Night Tights is going to sell my comic. Just say that. Just be honest with everybody. Just say, I'm hoping Eric July and Friday Night Tights sell my comic.
Yeah, his business is grifting. You understand? Those guys, their businesses is entirely about grifting. I am bad for their business. I'm bad for the business of pretending to be outraged about this and that shit that I don't watch. I'm bad for that business because, it's clear that I call these guys out, I'm honest about things. Their business is keeping people perpetually outraged about shit that just doesn't matter while pretending to fight the culture war while they're actually supporting it. So I am bad for business in that way, but I don't remember this. I don't remember ever going on to YellowFlash's show ever and bad-mouthing anyone who was his friend because I wouldn't do that because that's just not what I do. I used to go there and just kind of be like super polite and try to be funny. Et cetera, et cetera. But I don't think if anybody can find an instance of me bad-mouthing Eric or Nerdrotic or any of these people on his show, I'd be interested to hear that. Now, Cecil has a different explanation about what happened here. There's Alex Stein here. Cecil is, they're discussing the instance with they're discussing the incident here where YellowFlash spazzed out on me for no particular reason, it seems to me. And Cecil has his own. Cecil actually talks to YellowFlash, so here's his theory.
What is the latest, though, Cecil? Because you're my good friend, and you can explain it to me like a fifth grader. What is the latest EVS versus YellowFlash drama about?
Okay, my take on it is this: the other day I saw that YellowFlash blocked Ethan, so I hit him up and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just sick of the drama. I'm sick of the Dick Masterson and the veto and all shit. I just want to divorce myself from the drama." And I said, I think that you blocking him is actually going to cause more drama. But and he just made another thing, and I was like, "Well, you do what you got to do." I was like, "But I don't."
Well, of course, it's going to cause drama.
And of course, the next day, World War III breaks out. Yeah. But what he didn't tell me is the part about the cover. And I don't want to insult Flash. I know he gets sensitive and stuff, but I feel like that was the driving thing. I think when Flash gets his feelings hurt, he flies off the handle a little bit. I think he got his feelings hurt where he thought he was going to get a better price from Ethan, or he was a better friend from Ethan, or I don't know.
Is that what it's from? The cover rate? You think?
That's my take. This is not from Flash. This is just me looking in because he's like, I don't want anything to do with anybody that has anything to do with Dick Masterson and Veto, but he's still
silly. That's
silly. But he's still friends with Nick, so it doesn't
Ethan's cover rate. Hold on, Ethan's cover rate.
What was the cover rate? What is so
Flash put his cover rate out, which
Flash's cover rate or EVS's cover rate?
Ethan's cover rate. But it's not that because. Let me talk here first. This is one thing I know, guys. One thing I fucking know. Let me fucking say it. Ethan gave Flash a cover rate, not the cover rate, a cover rate. And that cover rate was, according to Flash, $4,000 plus 1%. And that's fine. Flash is probably going to make a killing on this. He has a huge channel. He's going to do very well. $4,000 is probably going to be a drop in the bucket. And it's Ethan Van Sciver. It's not just Joe Blow off the fucking street. Ethan is worth $4,000 and a percentage. If that's what Ethan wants, Ethan is definitely worth that. Can somebody else, smaller people, afford that? No. Ethan can give people, and this is what artists do, guys. Sorry, we give people rates per, it's per project. It's what can Eric July afford versus what can somebody else afford. You negotiate along those lines, and that's how it works. It's not meant as an insult to ask somebody for a 4,000 plus a percent. You say, it's just not in my price range. Thank you. Have a good day. That's how it should have been taken. So that's it. I mean, yeah. There's and Flash is in there saying right now that he asked for 10,000 copies, which seems huge. But if that's what he wants,
that's not what I said. So the rate that I gave YellowFlash was $4,000. Plus, if my cover is going to sell 10,000 copies, it's an additional $1,000. My cover rate is up there around 5 figures ordinarily. So what I'm saying to YellowFlash is I'm going to give you a friend rate of $4,000, okay? Mm-hmm. And then for every 10,000 copies sold, maybe we can get my cover, maybe we can extract my cover rate from the success of your brilliant comic. Every 10,000 copies sold, I get a bonus of $1,000. So in other words, if we sell 60,000 copies like ISOM #1 did, then boom, I'm getting my 10 grand.
Yeah.
That's the rate, and that's what he balked at. Yeah. So John's saying, yeah, he deserves it. Listen, if I do a cover for you, and that cover, because there are going to be many covers, but if I were to do a comic book for you, and it were to sell 60,000 copies, there's a reason for that, and the reason is me. And therefore, 60,000 copies at, say, $25 a piece, and you don't want to peel me off 10 grand?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you? The fuck is the matter with you?
Like, understand, don't go out on Twitter and pump out that rate.
No, you never do that. I mean, now people know what the rate is that I asked for YellowFlash. So, if somebody else comes to me and says, I'd like a cover, and I ask them for more money, they're going to go, I guess I'm not. You don't love me as much as you love YellowFlash. See the problem? Well, now I'm kind of stuck at that rate.
It's worse than that. Maybe you would have made time for YellowFlash because you're going on his show and you guys seem cool at the time, but you really don't have the time. Now, anybody with $4,000 in their pocket's like, hey, I got 4,000. I need a cover. And you're like, no, I'm busy. It's like, but it's 4,000. You see, there's so many factors here, and it's such a fucked up thing. Any way you put it, it's fucked up to dump somebody's rate like that.
It's ridiculous. That's the worst thing that he did, and he knows he fucked up. He knows he did. Cecil's about to explain that further. Let's let Cecil tell this.
Just say, no, sorry, thank you. But Flash is insulted, and, what are you going to do about it? So,
yeah,
I think you're going to go scorched earth on Ethan for a cover price. If that's it, if that's all it is, then,
That's my take. First of all, this is me, my take on it is because he told me it was about Dick and Vito and that he just wanted to avoid the drama. But if he's cutting off people with Dick and Vito and he's still with Nick, it doesn't. Don't
worry, he'll do that too.
When Ethan mentioned the cover thing, I was like, all right, this
because Nick was on Dick and Vito's side, right?
Yeah,
like
so
Nick was fully against Eric July's position, like fully. More so, I would say than Ethan was. I mean, these guys had like some kind of back and forth, like there were N bombs dropped, I think. So I mean, it was fucking intense. But yeah, Nick get the pass.
I don't think the Dick and Vito thing is true. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to step on Flash's toes, but I think my take is he got insulted by the price of the cover. And
what's up, Nina?
He got I think he flew off the handle, which Flash kind of does. He gets pissed off, like he got pissed off at Camelot, and the next day he unblocked him. Like he does that, but he did something too big with Ethan. And now he can't pull it back. So
that's right.
That's where we are.
There's all this drama.
So here's what it is. So YellowFlash, he fucked up in 3 different ways with me. And Cecil says he did something. He just wanted away from the drama. It's like it was making him uncomfortable. But he went too far. And Cecil asked him about it and everything. He went too far, and now he can't pull it back because he did too many fucked up things.
Like that's the other thing too. How about not dumping shit out on Twitter and then you don't have that shit to walk back?
Yeah, like, well, how come you blocked me? Well, because of this and this, and you charged me this guy. It's like, he basically just sort of crossed the line 3 different ways. And it's like, so now he's got to double and triple down. And when, PPP and Andy Worski ask him, like, why doesn't Ethan like you? Or what did Ethan do to not, whatever it is, what did you do to make Ethan not like you? Those things. I was fine with YellowFlash before. I was fine with him. I had no problem with him at all. Like, YellowFlash blocking me came out of the fucking blue. Before that, like 2 days before that, we were having nice conversations. I told him, I said, listen, I'm going to try to be on your show a little bit. I'm busy. I'm sorry. I know you're sending me the link and stuff. I will be on Flashcast more. I'm going to make an effort to appear a few more times. And you know how I am on your show. I work hard on your show. So I'll be there. Sorry about that. I appreciate, and I would say things to him like, I appreciate the invitation. I know being on your show in front of your enormous audience is a privilege. So I don't take that lightly, and thank you. Especially when, currently, Nerdrotic and all these guys in Eric July are trying to cancel me. It's like, you still have me on your show. That means something to me. And that was 2 days before he blocked me and kicked me out of the room. 2 days. I was like, wow, YellowFlash is a mensch. Like, he's a really cool guy. Like, I can't believe he's brave enough to stand up to this with the zeros. That's amazing. No, he wasn't. He was just like, how do I get out of this shit? So anyway, that's what Cecil says. Cecil says it was because he realizes he went too far, like overkill, and now there's nothing he could do. So what happened? All this stuff. Oh my God, I'm going to drop DMs with me and YellowFlash.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to do it. I want to show you how this all went down. Should I do it? Should we drop these DMs?
You let me get ready to be clipped. Hang on. Let me get ready to be clipped.
Get ready. Make yourself look handsome. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to have to pull away at one point because he gets personal and talks about his family. So I'm going to have to stop, but I'll come back. I'll go right past it. So this is the, for history's sake, let me blow this up. There's nothing here that's going to make YellowFlash look bad. It's just going to be like, wait a second. Like, when you see this, you're going to go, oh, like, this all came out of the blue for you. Here we go. This is all it is. This is what happened. And there's nothing too personal here. Here's the thing. Here's why I'm doing this. The guy exposed my cover rate. Fuck him. I'll show you his DMs. You want to talk about, like, what's personal? Like, I would never sit there and do anything that's going to get this guy in trouble. But he went and he told people what my cover rate is. He has no expectation of privacy for me at all. There's nothing else. There's nothing worse that you could do for my business. There's nothing worse. So here we go. All right. Look at this. Just be the bigger man. Shut up, Richard. Get out of here. All right, let's go. Here's what I said to him. I said, all right, brother, I'll support you no matter what. What a fucking asshole I am.
Wait, does that mean with no matter what, Flash exposing your page rate? And
no, I didn't mean that. Thanks, Ethan. I think it'll grow on you. Wait till you see the hero and the villain. They look like legit Power Rangers.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Come on. The cover from you should get a lot of attention. So he's asked me to do a cover, and he's shown me. So the cover from you should get a lot of attention. If you want to put swastikas on the plans and tanks, the media will go crazy. It will be fun. Because Nazis are the bad guys in it, but they will undoubtedly call us Nazis over it. Yeah, that's great. That's just what I want, dude. I can't wait to be called a Nazi and to draw swastikas.
Money for Flash. You drawing a swastika?
Yeah, I know. It's controversy, right? So he's showing me these comics that are war propaganda from the fucking 1940s. Something like this.
Is that his comic?
No, this is C.C. Beck's Captain Marvel from the fucking 1940s. Oh, does he own this? Yeah, I think he owns it.
Well, see, that's weird that he owns all these comics but doesn't have money for Dillard up front.
Yeah, I guess. Making a comic and paying people is expensive. That's why there's crowdfunding. You know what I mean? Like, that's why there's such a thing as crowdfunding. So he's showing me these, like, this is what I want the book to look like. Something like this. I said, it's so gay how people act like you can't show swastikas anymore. You can. But you know what it's like? They'll sit there and they won't let the Red Skull wear a swastika anymore. He's got to have some fake symbol. It's like he's a Nazi. Show the swastika. It was a real thing, especially in comics during World War II and after. Marvel's The Invaders had swastikas on just about every cover, and that was like the 70s. And then he corrects himself, every. And then he invites me to a live stream. And I say, thanks, I'll be there. Look how chipper I am to help him out. I'll be there. I'm busy. but I will be there. Okay. All right, hold on a second here. Here's a picture of his character that he's showing me. He's like, this is what he looks like.
Looks like a legit Power Ranger.
He does. He looks just like a Power Ranger. He says he fine-tuned it. Is that good enough for you to work with? Let me just double check. I'm going down slowly here. Okay, and then he's showing me more images of World War II stuff that he's like thinking, like, was thinking about something like this for the cover. Captain Marvel Adventures. Here's more of this, like, Captain Marvel smacks the Axis. Here's Superman slap a Jap, on an airplane. Like, this is the kind of stuff that he's like excited about. These are war propaganda comics. It's like war bonds and stamps smash Axis tanks too. Okay, you think that will work? And I said, oh hell yeah, very cool. I'm gonna make yours the main cover. Shane, I was gonna be the main cover.
Not anymore.
No.
Did he run that up to Nerdrotic? Did he ask permission from Eric July?
No, he didn't. He didn't ask. I said, amazing. I appreciate it. And then he sent me, okay, let me see, some Twitter thing. All right, hold on. Let me stop this because I think he's going to talk about something personal. I'll get right back to it in a second. He's talking about John Campia being a Now he's talking about Vito. Oh, hold on. This is kind of pertinent. He says, Vito running around and attacking people all the time and defending pedos. Didn't you attack James Gunn for comments saying nasty shit? People are DMing me saying you were gushing over Vito for 6 hours and shitting on me. What the fuck? I said, bullshit. They're troublemakers. The video's right there. You can go watch it. People are trying to create trouble. He says, I can't watch it 6 hours. See how people whisper? Have you ever heard me like gushing over Vito for 6 hours and bad-mouthing YellowFlash? At least
Yeah,
not.
I was on that stream.
Lately. I mean,
Both did it.
lately, yeah. All right, hold on a second. There's no gushing over Vito, nor did I even come close to denigrating you. Fucking liars. Ask him for clips. And he says, all right, I'll take your word for it. All right, hold on a second here. So some time has passed, and he's still talking to me about doing the cover, right? And I'm like, you didn't ask me, like, what my rate is. Like, we're talking about me doing the cover. I should tell you how much it's going to cost you. I said, Flash, we got to make a deal on the cover. Did I tell you my rate yet? What do you want? My cover rate is $4,000 plus $1,000 for every 10,000 copies sold. See? I thought I'd better warn you before we go further. Okay? In case that's like a deal breaker, like don't make plans. Like that's how much I need to get paid to do this.
If you can afford that, walk down the street.
Yeah. I mean, it's as simple as that. So he goes, well, I'd be willing to pay the $4K, but I'd want to talk about the copies sold part. Now, that's completely reasonable. Okay, so you're willing. You just told me the $4K is okay. Copies sold. And by the way, Shane, when I'm sitting here talking in terms of multiple tens of thousands of copies sold, it's not a problem. This is a non-existent problem. You might sell 10,000 copies. So I said, well, we could settle at 5K flat. Look at that. So I'm now assuming that it's going to sell 10,000 copies. So we could settle at 5K. He says, let me talk with Dillard about it. I'll get back to you by tomorrow.
Wait,
did he get back to me?
Calling the shots. Dillard's got the
I don't know, man. I don't know. I say, okay. And then we meet every Friday night to go over stuff. I said, yeah, no problem. I realize I'm pricey, but I'm definitely worth the investment, though. Okay, so there you go. Let me stop it right there. What do you think about that, Shane?
I think you really didn't need his cover, that you probably have your own stuff to do. And he's burdening you and asking you to make a detour on what your already existing workload is, and he should be respectful of the price you dictate.
Did it seem like there was a problem? Did he say, what the hell?
No, it didn't. It didn't. But maybe he had to run it up the flagpole. Maybe somebody had a problem.
Yeah. That's just my rate. That's what it is, So, I don't know. That's just the way it is. But he didn't seem like it was a problem at all. He seemed like it was okay. And it was not okay.
Hands down, that shit's super gay. That's it. It's super gay. It's super gay, and I mean, it's better that you didn't do the cover, because if this happened now, it was going to happen after you did the cover, and then he would have the cover, and then you guys aren't getting along. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you need the $4,000 from Flash. No.
No, and I don't really need to draw his character fighting World War II either.
Hang on, he's a legit Power Ranger.
Yeah, he looks like a legit Power. I don't even like the Power Rangers, so it's not necessarily something that I want to do. Let me see. Skull Leader says, I'm working on a comic. Can I get an EVS cover for $5K? I mean, are you a dear friend? You know? Are you a dear friend or what? So, I don't know. Anyway, that's the situation with YellowFlash. That would have been the best thing ever. Flash having his main cover, Ethan did. Haha. Well, I mean, look, we could have done it. It would have been just fine. But that is not how it ended. And now YellowFlash is just kind of pretending that, like, you know, it was an outrage and that he's angry with me and he's going around telling people that it was this and that. But in fact, it was reasonable. I thought it was a reasonable discussion that we had. I would forgive YellowFlash in a heartbeat. I'd forgive him.
You would?
Sure, absolutely. Why not? What do I care? Anybody who were to come to me and apologize and say I fucked up, I'm sorry about that, I would 100% forgive. You know why? Because I'm Christian. I'm a Christian man. I don't show my anus on a live stream. I don't do that.
Well,
I don't. What else don't I do? Whatever YellowFlash does, I forgive. YellowFlash. I've seen EVS forgive a lot of jerks. I mean, people, says Ink Cowboy. 100% every time. Think about it.